Hi everyone, Matthew here at AAWeatherWatch, taking a look at the weather through the course of the coming week. Obviously the final working week of June, Monday the 26th through to Friday the 30th, and unfortunately it is looking set to be a very unsettled period of weather as the week progresses. An area of cloud on satellite imagery at the moment. This is in association with one area of low pressure. It hasn't been a bad start to the working week, some decent spells of sunshine across parts of the north and east so far this Monday. However, this area of low pressure will bring increasingly widespread, light or moderate, locally heavy rain across all areas of the country through the rest of the day and into the overnight period. And again, emphasis is on low pressure dominating the weather as June comes to an end, with unsettled conditions then prevailing even into the start of July. This region of cloud here on satellite imagery too is an area of low pressure, another area of low pressure, and in what is forecast to be quite a complex development this week, there are uncertainties over the details at the end of the week, but as ever they will be addressed in the midweek update. But this area of low pressure and this one will combine and essentially develop over the island and the British Isles in general within this region here to bring about an increasing risk of rain and showers as the week progresses, along with some particularly strong winds later in the week, and it will be overall quite cool as well. Back to the short term and just taking a quick look at latest rainfall radar, and you can see those outbreaks of rain now developing and becoming increasingly widespread across more western and southwestern areas of the country. Again, it has been a reasonable start elsewhere, but again, these outbreaks of rain and showers will develop further, becoming increasingly widespread and spreading across the rest of the country through the rest of the day. So let's take a look at the forecast weather charts now, putting the details onto the forecast in the coming few days, and starting with the rest of Monday. There's the outbreaks of rain and showers in association with an area of low pressure, and as you can see through the rest of the course of Monday afternoon and into the evening, this is around about 6 o'clock this evening, the outbreaks of rain and showers becoming increasingly widespread, the low pressure centre just to the west of the country. So you can see by the time we get to Monday evening, this is around about 9 o'clock, widespread, lighter, moderate, locally heavy rain spreading across much of the country. Through this evening and then overnight into Tuesday, we start Tuesday with perhaps some overnight rain still present across parts of the north and east, but Tuesday will generally see an improving scenario. Through the course of the day, the persistent rain is forecast to clear away, but as you can see, low pressure is then centred directly over the country as Tuesday progresses. And what will happen through the course of the afternoon, cloud will break to allow for some brighter sunny spells, but as soon as the cloud breaks, the sunshine will combine with the area of low pressure to then lead to the development of some locally heavy and perhaps thundery downpours through the course of the afternoon. These potentially most frequent across some central and northern areas of the country. Given light winds as well, where the showers do develop, then they will be slow moving. Again, some local downpours certainly possible. The showers ease away through the course of Tuesday evening and then overnight into Wednesday. At the moment, a relatively dry start to the day, but the emphasis is on the second half of the week becoming increasingly unsettled. Through the course of Wednesday, a very, very messy picture across the British Isles in general and Ireland as low pressure, a number of areas of low pressure begin to develop and dominate the weather. So through the course of Wednesday, after the relatively dry start, a risk of rain and showers will become increasingly widespread. Jumping ahead and taking a look at the weather for Thursday, the weather again particularly unsettled, a continued risk of rain and showers at times, and noticeably as well by the time we get to the end of the week will be an increasingly fresher, strong, perhaps even near gale force north or northeasterly wind, very unusual for the time of year, and as ever this is highlighted well by the close proximity of these black lines, the isobars. Again, as ever, the closer these are together, the windier the weather, coming straight round over the top of an area of high pressure and down across the country. And jumping ahead another 24 hours through into Friday, again you can see a continued risk of some very strong winds. At the moment, Friday potentially becoming somewhat drier, but the details are somewhat uncertain at the present time. But overall, the end of the week does see a continued risk of rain and showers at times, then potentially becoming drier by Friday, but it will be cool and it will be particularly windy. So let's take a quick look at the temperatures now through the course of the coming week, and overall temperatures will be pretty disappointing for the time of year. Overall slightly below, if not below average, and feeling particularly cool as the week progresses as that strong wind develops. This afternoon temperatures no higher than around about 14 or 15 degrees Celsius, feeling particularly cool beneath the wet weather as it spreads north and east. Quite a mild night tonight, however, minimum temperatures no lower than 12 or 13 degrees Celsius. At the moment in time, Tuesday is likely to be the warmest day of the week. Again, a mixture of sunshine and showers, and temperatures as a result up to 16 or 17 degrees, not feeling too bad in some sunny spells. However, through the second half of the week, temperatures again quite disappointing. Highs 15, 16, 17 or so on Wednesday. Relatively mild nights but through into Thursday, for example. Temperatures on Thursday, however, as you can see, particularly depressed, especially as that strong wind develops. 14 or 15 likely maximum, and overall at the moment the working week ends with very similar temperatures, no higher than around about 14 or 15 degrees, particularly disappointing for late June. So let's summarise that in our weekly weather summary. Monday the 26th, increasingly wet through the rest of the day. Outbreaks of rain obviously already in evidence across parts of the west and southwest, then spreading across the rest of the country through the rest of the day. Into Tuesday, any overnight rain across parts of the north and east will clear, and then a mixture of sunshine and showers through the rest of the day. Some of these potentially locally heavy with thunder, particularly across some central and northern areas during the afternoon, but it will be pleasantly warm on Tuesday in some sunshine. However, the weather then heads downhill through the second half of the week, very unsettled indeed for the time of year, with a persistent risk of rain or showers at times, some of which will be heavy, and it will become unseasonably windy, and it will be particularly cool. So that's all the details for the week ahead. Clearly a lot going on with the weather. Some of the uncertainties over the end of the week, as ever, I will be addressed in the midweek update on Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. So thanks for tuning in, and have a great week.